gentlemen, it's been a long time coming. Thank you for joining us here at the Green Art Park opening. My name is Roberto Frietz. I'm your MC. I'm with the City of Phoenix Neighborhood Services Department. When I say it's a long time coming, back in, I'd say around 2008, Dana Johnson came to Neighborhood Services Department with a wild idea. Hey, can we apply for a grant from your department to redevelop 2 vacant lots that we've acquired behind the Alwun House? You know, taking that to my director at the time, Jerome Miller, you know, a dear friend of this community and neighborhoods in general, he goes, "You're asking me to do what? With federal dollars?" I said, "Jerome, it's a great idea. We do this, we're gonna make a, you know, we're gonna help create a destination point for the community, you know, for people to come and gather. You know, we weren't anticipating COVID at the time, but we're still here and we're gathering." Folks, a long time coming. This was, what we're standing on today were a couple parcels of vacant land that the Alwun House did acquire. They had a vision to create a unique space, a unique place where people could gather, where we could have food trucks, we could have art exhibits, we could have events like this for the community in the Garfield neighborhood. The visionaries of this are Dana Johnson and Kim Moody of the Alwun House. We'd like to recognize them up here. A big round of applause to our friends from the Alwun House who are legends in the art community. We'd like to also introduce a good friend of this community, Councilman Carlos Garcia, City Council District 8. And our current director and my boss, Spence herself, with Neighborhood Services Department. And over there by the food truck is Mitch Minchaka, who is head of the, I believe, Arts and Culture, correct? For the City of Phoenix. And he will be delivering a proclamation on behalf of council, on behalf of Mayor Gallego toward the end of the event. Folks, when we talk about building community, Alwun House is right up there at the top. When I asked Kim Moody 20-some years ago what Alwun House meant, he said, "Roberto, all in one place." So it's arts, the community, building community, all in one place. And we've done it here over the last 25 years, whether it's working with kids through art projects, through doing neighborhood cleanups, through building community in a myriad of ways, but they've never strayed from their focus in delivering, in creating an environment where art can thrive. Folks, again, a round of applause for the Alwun House and what they've brought to the community, and we'll begin with the program. First is Kim Moody, founding director of the Alwun House. Kim? Woo!
I think I can do this. They do it on TV. I wanted to let you know that this has been a real project of 9 years that we've been working. I had my eyes on this property when it was a run-down house that had all kinds of problems, and the mother asked the daughter who got the house after she passed, asked the daughter, "Please give the boys the first call for the sale of this property." And she did. She lived up to word. So we thank our families that have lived here before and honor them, because he was the one that helped make benches around the neighborhood. And we have, well, we can't see it now, but there's one over here that's about 10 feet long. And around the Alwun House, gardens and yard, you'll see many others that are mosaic that he did. I wanted to restate what Roberto commented and put it in the precise terms that we've been saying. And that is, Alwun House engages the power of art to transform lives and transform community. We've been doing that for more than 49 years. And believe me, it's been a long and winding road. Our expansion more than doubles, of course. You can see that our existing facility allows us to have activities of a much broader scale and community events. We just had a yard sale last month, and we'll be having Harkin's movie nights also. First Fridays we'll have food truck events, arts and crafts, health fairs, music, stage performances. The list goes on. There's about 49 different uses. We thank you for coming and helping celebrate the completion of this decades-long project in our community. We are really looking forward to the next 50, but believe me, I ain't going to be here.
Where are you going to be?
I laid the groundwork. You guys can keep going.
Where are you going?
Up and away. Okay. Again, we are very happy to welcome you to this dedication where we are showing how we have engaged the power of art to transform lives and transform community. So thank you for coming.
Next, we'll hear from Councilman Carlos Garcia, City Council District 8.
Thank you all so much for being here. I'm super proud to be here, opening up this space. Again, I've heard about the dream for a while now. In my early organizing years, I spent a lot of time in this neighborhood, and we always had a home here. When we were standing up to Sheriff Arpaio, SB 1070, these folks didn't turn their backs on us. And so along with the art and the beauty and the community creation, there's a social justice aspect to it. And I think both of you have lived a long life, not only speaking those words in theory, but actually living it. And the creation of this space, in creating community, in taking the risk that they do with the art and the folks that come along with the work that they've done, I think is gonna continue in this park. And you might joke about not being here, but I think the work that both of you all have done will stay in this community and obviously in this park for a really long time for future generations. So thank you all so much for bettering District 8 and the entire Phoenix community.
Thank you, Councilman Garcia. Next up is Spencer Self, Director, Neighborhood Services Department.
Thank you. You know, I really have to say it is an incredible honor to be able to be here and to be part of this project. I know that for a lot of folks it may seem easy to you know, look and say, well, you know, you gave some money, and that should be the easy part. But I can tell you that from my perspective, that made this so much harder for these guys who are doing this project, because we used community development block grant funds, and those funds come with a lot of strings. And so when they talk about how long this took, when they talk about you know, how hard it was to get it to completion, yeah, we gave some money and that may have helped, but it really made things really hard. And so I'm so honored to see it completed and to see how much work these guys have put in. I know I was talking to Roberto right before the event, and he was talking about, you know, when they came in for the first time with this wild idea to do something like this, which we've never done something quite like this with our CDBG funds. You know, the director, Jerome, at the time was like, what is this? And I know Chris Howlett, my predecessor, when he came in, he was like, what is this? And when I got to NSC, I was like, what is this? Why are we doing this? And so they've overcome a lot to get this here. Since at least 2008, we've been involved. And so again, thank you guys for doing this. We talk a lot about placemaking in NSD, and you've made quite a place. You know, this will be a huge asset for the community. We believe that, and we think it's so important. The legacy, the history of the Garfield neighborhood, everything you all have been through, you know, it continues to build. So I know that for us this is a huge event, but I know in the history of Garfield it's just one more of the amazing things you all have been able to create, and it will add as an asset to the community, to the city for a long, long time. I also would be remiss if I didn't recognize Roberto, who's our neighborhood specialist in this area and has spent so much time working on projects like these. So thank you, Roberto. I want to acknowledge you as well. And again, thank you to all of you and everything you do within the Garfield neighborhood. Thank you.
The next person, well, maybe we can go on to the proclamation. No, but the next person needs no introduction. His middle name should be Garfield, or you could substitute it with Alwun House. A legend in this community, a gentleman that I've had the pleasure with to work hand in hand on so many different issues in this community since I started working with the city 25 years ago. My good friend and a friend of the community, a friend of Neighborhood Services Department, a friend of the city of Phoenix, Dana Johnson.
Thank you. I'll try not to emote up here too much. I was given the dubious honor of thanking people for doing this, and there aren't words that can thank people that have supported us for so many years. There really isn't. So I want to thank you all for coming out, playing safe, coming out, and in spite of it, coming out here and celebrating this momentous occasion. It's a huge dream come true for well over a decade, as has kind of been discussed already. So the first people I really have to thank is you, because we wouldn't be here without you. So many of you have supported us throughout, from our neighbors to our board members. We have some board members here from Alwun House I'd like to recognize. Mr. Akins, Mr. Borum. Who else do we have here? Leonard. Where's Leonard? He's hiding back there somewhere.
The Alwun House Art Park has served the greater Phoenix community by offering a space for contemporary and alternative art in the downtown Phoenix area. Phoenix artists have had the opportunity to showcase and display their art in this space for almost 50 years. This year, the Alwun House has had the opportunity to renovate and expand their current location. This newly expanded venue will offer space for social activities as well as movie nights and events on First Fridays in Phoenix. This expanded space will serve our community and provide a location to come together and appreciate the great alternative art our Phoenicians have to offer. Friday, December 4th, 2020, the Alwun House Art Park will be showcasing their expanded space at a ribbon cutting open for the entire community. Phoenicians are encouraged to follow CDC guidelines while enjoying their time celebrating Phoenix's alternative art. Now therefore, I, Catt Gallego, Mayor of the City of Phoenix, Arizona, in accordance with the law, do hereby proclaim December 24, 2020 as a day to celebrate the grand opening of the expanded facility of the Alwun House Art Park in the City of Phoenix, and urge all Phoenicians to join us in recognizing this important day. Mayor Catt Gallego.
Thank you, Mitch. Now I believe we are going to undertake a ribbon cutting, but before that, I just want to do a small announcement in that, following the ribbon cutting, guests are welcome to tour the art park, and also inside of the Alwun House Gallery, view LightHouse, the opening reception where art emits its own light. I believe we're ready for the ribbon cutting. Kim, are you going to do the honors? Kim and Councilman. Let's do it on a count of, let's do it on three. Ready? 3, 2, 1, cut! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us for this historic event here at the Alwun House and in Garfield neighborhood. Please feel free to tour the art park and view the LightHouse exhibit inside the Alwun House. Thank you again. Social distance, be safe.